Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. And on this channel we talk a lot about business growth, personal development, and growing in general. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you first of all hit the subscribe button and like the video. Then when you're done with the video, you can leave a comment for me to see, so that we can discuss, chat, share our knowledge with each other, because I believe knowledge is power, which it is, because knowledge is key. Anyways, in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I wasted 100,000 naira starting my business, and I'm sure I wasted more than 100,000 naira starting my business, but I'm going to limit it to 100,000 naira because I feel like that is right for us to do right now. I don't want to embarrass myself too much, because as a business owner, as I've grown, I've seen the mistakes I made in the past, and I'm going to tell you why I wasted that much money. I'm going to tell you how you can not make my mistakes, because I made a lot of mistakes that time, like a lot of mistakes. It still makes me cry till today. But anyways, we move and we push. Anyways, so if you guys want to hear how I wasted 100,000 start my business, make sure you keep watching. Okay, so before I even start this video, let me talk about my business. I have a business. It's called the GS brand on Instagram. I actually currently have two businesses, and I'm working like two different jobs. I won't say jobs, but yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of things right now. But this is my main business, my main baby. It's called the GS brand, and we sell lashes, hair clips, lip glosses, jewelry. I'm adding more jewelry to the site today or tomorrow. I don't even know. Whenever I have time to take pictures, because I think I read that my to-do list for today, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today, because there's currently no power and I'm not going out to take pictures. So yeah, I run the dress brand, and I also run graphic business. The graphic business, I do graphics for people. It's called Graphic Gbemi. I also leave that here. I'll link it down below also. And I also help people do Instagram marketing. So I'm currently helping, I think, 2 companies do their Instagram marketing, and I get paid for that also. So I will do a whole video on how I get paid for my Instagram marketing skills, and how I get paid for just things I know, basically. So let's get into the video. I'm going to help you guys with all the knowledge I know now. I'm going to help you guys, tell you guys how you should not waste money like me. I feel like that I wasted about like 120. Is it at 120, 150, or it should be in the range of 120, 150? But let me limit it to 100k for the video, because I don't want to cry. These things still make me feel bad till today, because that money could have been put into use for better things, and like in more investments. And let's take a moment of silence for the money I wasted. Let's bust up. So I think that time dollar rate was about 365, still fluctuating. So let's do so that time, yeah, so that time I had money, because I save a lot, so I had money to start my business. That is what I want to that is the first thing I want to say. When I was starting my business, I had money. I save a lot of money, so I have money I had money to start my business at that time. So because I had money, I was feeling flamboyant, feeling lavish. Okay, let me stop moving around. Sorry, the chair is green, it doesn't fit my aesthetic, but we move. I was feeling flamboyant, I was feeling givey, I was feeling like I had it all. I was and I jumped headfirst into my business. So mistake 1 was I didn't do enough research as I was meant to. Why am I saying that? Because I think I thought my business idea around November 20 something, and I started my business in December 13th to be exact. I don't remember the exact day that thing clicked in my that okay, start the business, but I think it was around November period. I don't remember the exact time, the exact date, I don't remember all that. But I know that I started my business December 13th. So it wasn't like a month. I didn't even give myself a month to think, or time to think, or research, plan, No. I just went head first into the business plan, which you are not meant to do. Never ever 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 jump head first into business plan. So I'm going to be looking down a lot because my notes are here. I have notes so that I won't be rambling a lot. So that was my first mistake. I wasted money because I did not do my research. I just said, okay, I'll start a business, and then I didn't think whether business was scalable, whether I had the skill of starting a business, whether I had anything, whether I don't all I knew that I had resources, and I just went into the business. And that being, resources are not enough to start a business. You can't use resources to fund the business, but at the end of the day, you're meant to make profit, and if you're not making profit, like, what is the point of the business anyway? There is no point at all. So your business also, you have to think of the scalability of business. Think of like how far, think in the long run, never in the short run. Think in the long run for your business, because it's not something that you're meant to just start, except you want to do like a business that's just like limited time, limited business, you get. But like, if you want to think of a business that is like that you want to carry on, like a legacy business, you should think of it in the long run, in the short run. So that was the first mistake I made. I didn't do research. Like, I did research, but not enough. And I always tell people, knowledge is power. Knowledge. The amount of knowledge I consume in a day, like for my business, is crazy. It's crazy, because every time I'm consuming knowledge, I'm always either on YouTube or reading a book or a business related article or something like that. Like, even like, if you know me, know that I'm always on YouTube checking business stuff, or always reading something about business, like, because I feel like business, everything business, it has to do with knowledge. And the fact that I'm also a brand strategist, in quotes, I need to know these things. I've experienced these things. I also need to know these things, because it's not just knowing. You have to know more and more and more, because times change, things change, and then you don't want to never not be in the loop. You need to always be in the loop. So that's my first mistake. Second mistake was I bought from the first vendor I found. That was my second mistake. I bought from the first vendor I found. I went on Instagram, I typed eyelash vendor, and I saw one. I said, okay, I like you, let me buy from you. And I'm not going to even cap with you guys. I'm going to say it straight up as it is. I think the first time I bought lashes, I bought the lash and the stuff inside the lash for 1,100, and I bought 30 pieces of lashes. So I remember that time that means I spent 33k on lashes. Then I also bought what do you call it? I also paid for delivery, so that was now another expense on its own. That was the 3k plus another expense on its own. And I sold my lashes. I told my lashes at 1.8, and all those lashes I bought, I gave like half of them. I gave them out to people to market for me. That video on how I on how I succeeded in giving out all of my lashes. I think I only sold like maybe 20, and I gave out like 10, if I'm correct. But like all the things I gave out, I paid for them myself, so I paid with my own money for what I gave out. But that is another story for another day. Don't do that. Anyways, so yeah, I just bought from them that I found. I saw a vendor and I was like, oh, you have lashes, okay, let me buy from you. I didn't even look for another one. It was not until I started rebranding that I found out that you need to actually go to more vendors and look. Yeah, so that was the second mistake I made. I bought from vendor that I found. You should never ever do that. Don't buy from the vendor you find. I almost said found. Let's forget about that. Yeah. So, and the third mistake I made is the vendor I even found, I did not price my products. She just told me, okay, 1 month for this, and I said, okay, yes, and I bought it. No pricing, no haggling, no negotiation, nothing. Bad mistake. Don't do that. Always make sure that you price your products from the vendors. Make sure that you price it to the point where that is like the last she can go or he can go. You have to make sure that is like the last price they can go, because these vendors will also be cheating you, because they'll be buying them cheap. They buy them cheap, and then they'll be selling to you like expensive, which is not meant to be. I said buy from China, and even China, you have to price your products, because I bought from China. I know how to buy from China because I am buying from China sometimes, and you have to price your products because these Chinese vendors, they also want to scam you because they know that you're not Chinese, you can't speak their language, so you need to price your products from them, because they will try and scam you, especially if you cannot speak Chinese, and they will just try to scam you. So you need to make sure that that is the last price they will go. That's what you need to do. So my fourth mistake was, I was thinking in the short run. I was always thinking in the short run. I was like, oh, okay, let me sell 30 pieces first, then. So I just like, I should have bought. If you live in Nigeria, you know that things are cheaper when you buy in bulk. Even if you live anywhere, things are cheaper when you buy in bulk. The amount I used to buy 30 lashes, I could have added a little bit more money and just bought, not a little bit, but like added more money and just bought 100 lashes at cheaper rate. Maybe I thought that we at 800 naira per pair, because I buy in 100. Do you get? So now I always buy in bulk. I never buy in pieces and bits. I have like 200 bags here, 200 business bags here. I always buy in bulk, just because when you buy in bulk, it offsets the cost a lot, and then you are able to make more profit off that. Yeah, so that was my fourth mistake. Another mistake I made that I forgot to add to the video. Fifth mistake. 5 mistakes. I was trying to follow other people I found, other businesses I found. Okay, so if you're an OG business owner and you're on YouTube, you know that we have our OGs. We have Mokapi Beauty, we have Bougie Barbie, we have if you watch Audacity Cosmetics, if you watch all those people, like I was trying to follow them, I was trying to be like them. There was no Nigerian to follow, nobody to follow in Nigeria or even Africa. I didn't see anybody to follow. Most of the business owners are abroad, so I was trying to be like, oh, Bougie Barbie, I was trying to be like and that doesn't work. Like, you can't watch their video, even though they share a lot of gems, like they share a lot of tips, they share a lot of high-end tips, but you can't watch their videos and expect, okay, if Bougie Barbie did this, I'll do that. If Bougie Barbie did this, I'll do that. Implement. You have to make sure that the idea you want to implement from Bougie Barbie or from Mokapi Beauty or from any of those YouTubers is work where you are, because you are not where they are. You are not in America, you're not in this, you're not in another country. I'm talking about Nigeria now, but like, you have to also make sure that you know what you want for your business, because if you don't know what you want for business, you're going to be jumping from idea to idea to idea to idea to idea to idea to idea. That is another mistake. So you always have to make sure that you know what you want for your business. Write down your goals, write down your plans. Make sure that what you want for your business is what you want for your business, and that is it. That's why I say you have to research. You have to do some research. Think about what you want for your business. Make sure that, okay, this is what I want. Not in the short run. Make sure you write down your goals. You give them time limit. You say, okay, this for this, that for that, this for this time, this for that time. Make sure that you have business ideas for the next 1 year, the next 2 years. I have ideas for my business for the next 2 years. You have to always make sure that you don't think in the short run. Like, that is going to make you feel like that in itself just make you feel like, okay, let me just do this and just forget about it. No, and no. So those are the 5 mistakes I made. That's my business, and I'm going to make another video on how I had to rebrand, recapitalize, because the money I wasted. Okay, I told you, I'm not even told you the money I wasted. First of all, I bought lashes, wasted money on those. I have all the receipts here on how much I spent. Let me just try and look for that. Sorry. Okay, so I bought 40 eyelashes. I even forgot I bought 40 eyelashes. I bought 40 eyelashes and plus delivery fee. That was 45,500. I bought 50 bags. That was 16,500. When I tell you, yeah, don't ever buy 50 bags. Always make sure you buy bags in 200, because the cost you're going to save is crazy cost. So for 5,500 plus 16,500, let me use my calculator because I'm not really good at quick math. That's 61,500. Then I was also like, one mistake I also made is I now also paid for a marketing course that didn't even work for my business. I paid for a marketing course and that cost me another 20k. So we're now in the 80k range, and I don't even want to see the other mistakes I made because those are embarrassing. So you can see money is adding up and piling up, and no, and there was no, it's not as if that even if I made a mistake and there was result, I would even have been happy. Like there was no results with these mistakes. I paid for marketing course that did not even work out for me. And another thing is that when you're business, always make sure you try and grow it organically first. Don't jump head foot first into influencer marketing or into Instagram promotions work, but don't just jump head first into that. Make sure you try and promote to your friends. Let your friends promote it to their friends. Let their friends promote it to their friends. Even though like that might not always be the case, but like yeah, try and do that one first before you jump head first into influencer marketing, because those things cost money. Grow a business organically first before you even think of any other form of marketing, because sometimes people want to leverage from you, honestly. And even though whatever they might have done might help other people's businesses, your business is different from other people's business, so you have to know what you want for your business. It's not that you have to know what you want for your business. You just really have to have been grounded in business knowledge, kind of, before you even begin to give your product out or tell someone to market your product on Instagram. Because if you don't know what you're doing, they would leverage on you. They will see like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing, he doesn't know what he's doing, okay, let's just take his money, and then we'll act like we're working. Because they will obviously work for you. They will help you post on your Instagram, they will sell you a course, they will do this, do that, and then you would actually have no gain, nothing. So you always have to make sure that you know what you're doing. Your brain has to be in the game. You have to be really in the game. And yeah, so like I said, I've done another video on how I recapitalized my business and how I rebranded my business. And before we even do that video, make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, subscribe. I am trying to grow my YouTube, so please make sure you subscribe and like. When you like, it helps the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, which I have been studying a little bit. So when you like a video, it helps the video to be pushed out to other people. So make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video on how I rebranded my business from a 0 naira business to making